God damn it. Oh, absolutely insane. Hey everyone, how you doing?
Hey everyone, how you doing?
Alright, hope you guys are all doing well. Alright, we're good there. Alright. Alright, morning everyone. Keep tapping and sharing. Oh, gotta put these on. Cool. Alright. We'll see how today goes. Not gonna lie, I was very tempted to do this on my phone. Very, very tempted. Usually the morning ones on my phone do really well, but we'll push through. A little early, but I've been up for a bit already. All right, but if you guys want to start tapping and sharing, that'd be great, okay? Make sure you guys send in the heart me if you can, and of course, if you disagree with the background, come on up. Thank you, Beth. Well, there's two Beths. Thank you, Beth, and thank you, other Beth. Yeah, I think the setup is pretty good. I've been playing around with it a little bit. I think this is kind of the best setup I can really have, really. Oops. Get rid of that for now. Yeah, I think this is kind of the best one I can have for the moment. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, it took some playing around and some stress as well, but I think it's okay. I still may change it up, but I think it's good. It's an AI background, but what are you gonna do? It beats my background. What's up, Yellow? How you doing? You can tell that it was AI. All right. Again, if you disagree with the background, hit the guest request button at the bottom. Thank you. Facts over feelings. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, Dubs. How are ya? What's up, Sergio? I'm going to invite you on up. Highly doubt you can accept the request, but hey, I'll invite you anyways. Same with you, Silver. You'll get an invite. Facts over feelings. You'll get an invite too. You guys are wild this morning. Imagine waking up being this angry. Goddamn miserable life, half of you people. Waking up getting upset by trans people. First thing you think of when you wake up. I always say this. People on the right think about trans people more than trans people think about trans people. You guys are utterly obsessed. Disgustingly obsessed. Weird stuff, you know? What's up, Gixer? What an interesting name. Oh, hello.
Yo,
How old are you?
32,
What year were you born?
93.
All right. What's on your mind?
All right, he's gonna catch me on some dumb shit. You fucking. And no, I was just telling you to get that haircut redone or get your money back or something. They fucked you up bad, bro.
All right,
What'd
man.
you ask for?
So did you vote for Trump?
What'd you ask for when you go get that haircut? Yeah, I
Did
voted for Trump.
All right. Let's have an adult
So yeah,
conversation.
I answer your question. You see how that works? I answer your
Well,
questions.
no, we
You
talk
answer
about the
mine.
topic. That's not how this works. We have an
All
adult
right, let's
conversation.
talk about the
If
topic,
you hate
white man.
yourself
Let's
that
do it.
much that you
Let's
have to
go,
make
racist white man.
if you hate yourself that much, you have to make fun of somebody you don't know on the internet and make yourself feel better. That's a you problem, man. But we're gonna have the
Just trying to
conversation
help
about
you out,
this.
man.
I'm
Just
sure
trying to
you
help
are.
you out.
I'm sure that's what
I'm
you're
just trying
doing.
to help you out. It looks horrible.
Cool.
Get it? I don't know. Put a hat on or some shit. This is awful.
Okay. Okay. I don't take what you guys say
Preferably a
seriously.
red hat with white words on it.
All right. All right. Why do you vote for Trump?
Me? God damn Neanderthal. Oh, I'm sorry. To get my taxes taken off overtime.
Yeah. What tax bracket are you?
hmm how many are there?
What tax bracket are you in?
Middle.
Okay. So why would your taxes change?
Why wouldn't they change?
The tax cuts didn't come from you guys.
The fuck?
How do you not know
I'm talking about
this?
on overtime, you dickhead. The fuck is wrong with you?
Why didn't you mention overtime? When you talk about things, you need to talk about what you're
Because you
talking
know
about.
what else would I be fucking
I
talking
don't
about?
know. I can't. I'm not a mind reader, buddy. You gotta have to say
All
these
right,
things out loud.
you
All
would
right.
think you would be.
I'll try
But
your best
anyway,
to
yeah,
not
yeah,
be.
yeah. No tax on overtime.
Okay. Great. And how's that going so far?
Well, we'll see when I do my taxes, right?
All right. Cool. You guys waiting on that 2,000? You guys are waiting on that $2,000 tax return? Goodbye. I'm not gonna talk with somebody. You can't have a serious conversation. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Not much. Are you gonna act a little more mature than the previous guy?
More mature. I mean,
I'm just
you
looking to
want
have
to talk about?
conversations, dude. I don't know why people have to act like complete idiots on here. But
I don't know. I just got here, man.
no, you're good. You're good. How old are you? What is up,
39.
Jay? Cool. And you voted for Trump?
I did, yeah.
Cool. 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 How do you think he's doing so far?
I think he's doing okay. Some things I agree with, some things I don't.
What are some things you think he's doing well at? We'll go with that.
I think he's his politically he's good globally. I think he's
Okay.
doing what's best for the world.
Like what would be an example of that?
Helping the people of Iran. Unlike most leftists on this platform, they don't give a shit about the people of Iran.
Didn't Trump run on only helping America out? What happened to
He
America
did.
first? What happened with
Well,
America first?
he's putting America first by building up our economy and our military, but also it's also helping the world, man.
It's weird. He can do anything, and you guys will justify it. He can do the complete opposite of anything he says, and you guys will pretzel yourself into making it a good
How is
thing.
it the opposite?
Well,
Everything he's doing is trying to
every
benefit the
single
United
Trump supporter I
States.
voted for prior to election, America first, America first. Let's stop messing with other countries.
So it is
Now,
helping
now,
Iran,
now he
not
does
America
that, and
first?
oh, it's a good thing. Crazy.
No, I'm saying it's helping another country's people, not America first.
I don't see how that helps America.
Right. Can you do two things at once? Can both things be true?
Well, he's not helping America, and
He is helping America.
he's going against what he says. So there's like two things right
How
there.
could you say he's not helping America, man? You guys cry about everything he does, so he's trying to help
Just like you
America.
guys do
I
with
have been
Biden.
crying this
Just like you
morning.
guys do
So
with Biden.
he's right about
You
that.
guys do the exact same thing with Biden as we do with Trump, and you guys bitch about it. If you don't like us complain about Trump, you shouldn't have done it with Biden.
No, I mean I don't care if you complain about Trump. I'm just saying, and then you guys care about the people of Iran.
All right, so how many other countries are we going to go into to help him out?
Well, I mean, there's 650 people that are actually unalived by their government.
I understand, but there's plenty of other
No, you
countries.
don't. You don't care,
You
Doug.
think? Okay, cool. I don't care. Sure.
You
You're
don't care. You
cool.
rather
Cool.
rather
You're this
fucking rage bait MAGA.
You're this perfect guy who has amazing morals. So
You rather rage
so
bait
with,
MAGA than
so
actually use your platform for good, man.
cool. So there's a whole bunch of other countries that are harming their citizens. Shall we go over there too?
I mean, do you want to recognize them? Sure.
Okay.
If it's an active conflict and revolution that's happening, sure.
Okay, so we're going to go into every other country that is doing harmful things to
I
their
didn't say
citizens.
go into every other country. I said acknowledge it. But for
Well,
some weird
acknowledging
reason,
it
leftists
acknowledges
don't
doesn't
even
do
want to
anything.
recognize what's going on. Around.
Acknowledging it doesn't do anything. Actions do something. Thank you, Matt.
Well, I mean, you guys cry about Trump all the time. Why wouldn't you cry about the Iranian government?
I do cry every day. I got a list of things I cry about every morning. Why are you mocking my crying?
You know what I'm saying? How come you're not criticizing the
Why
Iranian
are
government?
you mocking my crying? I'm asking you why you don't like my emotions.
What's up, Fink? How you doing?
Good morning, brother. I just want to really quickly state the idea that we have a president who is spreading himself too thin. He's our president, he's Venezuela's president, and he wants to be Greenland's president. That's a lot of stuff to do. And so
Not
how
really.
do you keep
Greenland
all
only
those
has
how do you
56,000
keep those
people,
things
man.
balanced? How do you keep those things balanced? When
You
you're
don't think
supposed
that
to
Trump
keep
can
it,
govern?
excuse me, sir. I just want to finish my sentence. I appreciate
Do
it.
you even know the
So
population
what
of
you're
Greenland?
doing is you're telling me that it's America first, but it's Venezuela first, and it's Greenland first, and now it's Iran first. Now
How
we
is it
have to
not
make sure
America
that
first
all
to
of
take
that works out
Venezuelan
for
oil?
everybody. We're gonna send boom booms all over the world, and that's
You
gonna
guys are
work out
so
for
weird, man.
everybody, right? That's gonna work out for everybody, Crash?
Yes,
Is it
it
gonna
will,
work out for
actually.
everybody, Crash?
It will,
Tell us
it
how
will.
it's gonna work out for
Hold
everybody,
on. People
Crash.
in the request
Okay,
box
how
will
much
get.
oil
Hold on.
does
Hold on. Hold
Venezuela
on.
have
Hold
that's not
on.
ours?
Hold on. People in the request
So you don't
box.
think that Venezuelan
Hold
oil is going to benefit the United
on.
States
Shut
economy, dude? That's how
up.
corny you.
People in the request box
That's how
will get
fucking
to you.
stupid you
People in
guys
the
are.
request box will get to you at 15K because this guy can't shut the fuck up when I tell him to shut the fuck up. 15,000 likes will get to the new guest. Now you can
And
go ahead, dude.
Yep, and I appreciate your question, sir. The answer is it won't. You know why? Because all the Exxon, all the different shells, all those people told him we're not going in there. It's not
That's
beneficial
not,
to
dude.
us.
Did you see the press conference? You're fucking. Oh
I
my
actually
god. You're
did. So tell me what they said at the press conference.
But what they said is they're looking forward to going in there, man. What
Who
the
is
fuck
they?
is wrong with you?
Who is they?
Who is they? Halliburton, Exxon, Mobil,
Halliburton?
Chevron.
Exxon did not say any of that. Halliburton
Actually,
may
they
have.
did. They were
I
there
will
as
agree
well,
with you.
dude.
I did not see whether Halliburton said that, but I did see that Exxon and all of the other companies who have been
How many
there
companies
and
were there?
are actually at a deficit. 20%, 80%
watched
is
it?
what
How many companies were
they
there?
aren't able to extract it and get a profit from it.
How many
But you
companies
aren't
were
aware
there?
of that, are you? Because you
How many
saw a
companies were
press
there?
conference. You saw a press
You
conference.
didn't watch the press
When?
conference, dude.
When
You're
did
a
you
fucking
see the
liar.
press
This
conference?
isn't a
Which press conference are you
conversation.
talking
All
about?
right.
How many
Gotta
companies
answer
were
something
at
you're
the
saying.
press conference?
Which press conference are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one with all the fucking oil moguls there.
When
man.
was that, sir?
3 days ago.
3 days ago. I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I'm talking
Oh,
about
so you
the
don't even know
actual.
about it, dude. You're
I'm
up here
talking
fucking
about the
flapping your
actual.
gums.
I'm actually talking about the releases from the energy companies that they aren't
Yeah,
going.
I'm
there.
talking about all the fucking
So
government
it's
contracts that are
interesting.
being given out to these
Again,
people,
you're
man.
just making statements that you can't back up.
No, bro. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'll go get you something that actually states what the companies say, so that you can
Sure,
actually
bro.
look at the instead of
Sure.
just talking out of your tuchus.
Hey guys,
Sure.
we are looking for opposition. Hit the guest request button at the bottom if you disagree with the prompt.
Anyway,
okay?
you guys don't fucking stand by it. All you care is you don't care about Trump. That's it. You have
Yeah,
no other.
you're right,
fucking
I don't care
platform.
about
You have
Trump.
No other morals.
You're right,
You
I
have
don't care
no
about
other
Trump.
values.
Sure,
It's just fuck Trump. That's it.
sure. That's all it is, man. There's no other value.
It is, man. I mean, for the side of fucking seed oils that you do and the LGBTQ.
God
I mean,
damn,
that's
you're
pretty much
obsessed
it.
with me if you know all those things.
Really? Because you do them every other fucking day, man.
I haven't done the seed oil one in a while. I did it like once last week.
Really?
and I
What,
didn't
a
do it
week?
for weeks before.
Uh,
Does it bother you?
right.
I
So
talk
I'm
about
obsessed with you
nutrition?
because you fucking just do the same 3 rotations.
Does it bother you? I talk about nutrition and people's health.
No. What are you, an expert?
You sound very bothered.
Why would I be bothered?
You just brought it up and
I'm just
complained
saying
about
you
it.
don't use your platform for any good.
Well, anything I do, you're gonna say it's not good. It would only be
So
good if
do you,
I had
you
conservative
know, you guys
values.
care about the genocide in
Well,
Gaza,
hold
but you
on,
don't
hold
care
on,
about the
hold on.
genocide in
It-
Iran.
I would only be doing good
You
if
guys
I
wanna call Trump a
I would
dictator,
only
but
be
there's an
doing
actual
good. I would
dictator
only
that's
be
killing
doing good
fucking
if I had conservative values.
killing thousands of
Any
people in Iran.
values that I propose from the left for you wouldn't be doing the platform for good. So I can never win in your eyes. Anything I talk about would be
That's
bad
not true
stuff.
at all, man.
It is. So give me a
It
leftist
just shows
value.
your hypocrisy.
Give me a leftist value I can talk about that would be using this platform for good.
You're a fucking hypocrite, man.
Give me a leftist value that I can be using this platform for good.
You're fucking. I want you to acknowledge you're a hypocrite.
Give me a leftist value that I can be using this platform for good.
Genocide?
Okay,
Yeah, it's great.
cool.
Look, you guys. Do you think Donald Trump's a dictator?
I think he acts authoritarian.
Okay, so there's an actual dictatorship, authoritarian government that's killing their own people right now, and you're not saying fuck all about it.
Yeah, there's horrible things happening
You'd
all
rather
the time.
cry about fucking MAGA, dude.
There's horrible
That's how
things.
pathetic you
There's
are.
horrible things happening all around the world at every given second. Do you want me to care?
Oh, okay. It's horrible things. All right. Sure.
Well,
But yet
sure.
you
Do
cry
you-
about fucking red hats in this country.
because this is the country we live in. We can only focus on so many things at a time.
Right.
There's people,
And you guys are
there's people,
cosplaying like fucking like victims.
There's people starving all the time everywhere. People getting harmed all the time. How much do you expect me to talk about it at any given moment?
I just don't think you give a shit and you're a hypocrite, man.
You can say
That sounds
that.
good.
That's fine. Guys,
Sir,
remember,
can
15,000
you
likes. We'll
read-
move on to it, guys. 15,000 likes. Keep
Do you
tapping.
have the God-given gift of reading? Vicent admits major oil companies aren't interested in Venezuela. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that title supposed to? Is that headline
It-
supposed to fucking debunk
It's,
me?
it's actually supposed to, yeah. So you tell me
Yeah, why don't
something
you
different.
read the fucking article, idiot?
Okay, what does it say?
Why don't you tell me? Why don't you
No,
read it for me?
I'm telling you that the person in the administration admits
This is why
that
you guys
major
only
oil
read
companies
fucking
aren't
headlines
interested
and you don't know what's
in
going on.
Venezuela.
This dude thinks he's trying to win an argument with a fucking headline.
Well, what do you got, man?
Nothing.
I don't need shit. It was his claim.
I don't
Then
need
it's-
shit.
Prove your fucking claim. A headline is a headline.
Everything you say, I'll just say prove your claim.
A headline is a headline, dude. Read
Uh-huh.
deeper.
Well, then,
You know how to read, right?
then what would
I
be-
just did. I
what-
just did.
What would be
Obviously.
your
Yeah,
what
you
would
read
be
a
your
headline,
counter
dude.
source? What would be your counter source?
I don't need a counter source.
You
It was
don't?
his claim.
You don't need a counter source. Okay.
He made a claim.
I made a claim.
Guys,
I backed
remember,
mine up.
15,000
You can't
likes
show
will
And
get
a
the new
headline
guest.
means fuck off.
You
Find me
can't
a
show
quote.
me a headline that shows that at the press conference
Find me
somebody
a
said
quote.
what you said.
Anything other than a headline.
Anything
dude.
other
Give me
than
a break.
Forbes. Anything other than Forbes, a financial paper.
Forbes. Yeah, Forbes has never told fucking any mistruth, right?
Oh, they have
Give me
actually.
something in that article.
Actually,
that's
they
not a
did tell.
headline.
They did tell a lie. They told
give
us
me
that.
fucking 3
They
paragraphs
told us that
in there.
Trump.
That's not a headline.
They told us that Trump was a billionaire. So that is true. They did lie about that.
Right. Okay. So I can care less about that. But give me something other than that.
Oh,
headline.
you can care less about the fact that your president lied to you about how much money he had.
Why the fuck would I care how much money he has?
Oh, you think that
that was a big
Go
talking
ahead,
point
bud.
of you guys that he was a successful business guy.
a good businessman? Yeah.
You don't think he's a billionaire?
I don't really give a shit, to be honest.
I don't care either. But like,
Although-
this guy's fucking
Well,
again.
he
like
has
he made
increased
another
his
claim
net
that
worth
Donald
by-
Trump's not a billionaire.
He has increased his net worth by 3
This guy
to 4
above
X.
me is just full of fucking
This guy
nonsense
above
claims.
me.
Well, we had,
I
we
just
had
distract.
15,000, so goodbye. All right, guys, we're going to get
God
to the next
bless.
guest. We're only looking for opposition. If you agree with Thing and I, please drop. If you're joining live, click the red follow button on the top left. Pay links are right in that thing there. Is that? Can you guys read that? Is that too small? Whatever. If you want me to read a question or comment out loud to the chat, you can send it to Dougie9192. We have a hat goal as well, but it's not needed. But it is appreciated. All right. Remember, if you disagree with the prompt in the background, come on up. Trying to load some video. Hey, what's up, True?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. How old are you?
I am 24. Turned 25 in April
Okay.
of this
cool.
this
Alright.
year. So,
Oh, thank you for the rose. Cool. And you voted for Trump?
yes, I did. The first time and the second time.
Okay. How do you think he's doing so far?
Well, so I actually have a little bit of mixed opinion, but on the most part, I still stand with Trump. Just because of I can't argue with what I'm paying for gas and just other things like that. Now, I don't agree with other things like pushing, aggressively for Venezuela and other places. I do truly think it should be America first, as in we're not getting help from these, not essentially attacking, but getting involved in foreign affairs unless we truly need to.
Okay.
Like Joe Biden's pullout wasn't, necessarily
Well,
sexy
Well, hold
or
on. Let's
great.
talk about gas prices for a second, real quick. All right. So,
Yeah.
So the last full month that we have, gas prices were like 10 cents cheaper on average than they were the year before at the same time. So what did Trump do to lower it by 10 cents on average?
Well, I mean, comparing to Joe Biden's, first terms of office. That within the first weeks, the Keystone Pipeline was shut down.
Oh.
A bunch of other gas
Do you
gas
think that-
prices way
did-
up in
did
my
they-
area. I
did
know
the Keystone Pipeline is that what lowered gas, or is that what raised gas prices?
that I'm pretty sure that raised gas prices for my area because
How so?
I'm pretty sure when I was on base that we couldn't get gas and it was very difficult being in North Carolina.
Okay, so the Keystone
for
Pipeline
that.
is still there. It always has been there. Biden never shut down the Keystone Pipeline. You're talking about the Keystone XL pipeline. That was never even built,
that's
though. But that was only 8% finished. It wasn't projected to be finished until last year. So why would shutting down a pipeline that was 8% finished raise gas prices?
Well, just like anything, all of that is used. I mean, if you're, the most executive orders signed within the first.
Just so you don't get into another live and say this, it's called a shortcut. It's all the same pipeline.
Yeah.
That was just going to make it a shorter
I'll show you what it looks like.
trip from Canada down to what was it supposed to be? Louisiana, or was it Texas?
Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so that it could then be shipped out of the country. It wouldn't have been used in our country.
All right,
Do you know why? Because it's called tar sands.
I'll show you what it looks like, man. So check it out. So here we go. All right. All right, see it right there? I might have to zoom in a little bit. Shit, I can't zoom in.
Yeah, but that can still get used elsewhere.
No, it can't.
Right?
It's not used for that, sir.
All right,
Tar
I don't know.
sands
I don't know
oil
if you can,
is not.
I don't know if you can
Okay,
see
I
on.
didn't know
Hold
that.
on, I don't know if you can see on screen, but that red thing is the shortcut. The yellow thing is the pipeline that still exists. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah. Anyways, it wasn't even Biden that shut it down. It was the Supreme Court that shut it down. Well, like the year
But,
before in
I mean,
2020.
wouldn't they communicate with each other and wouldn't he have to vote just as much as they did for that?
No, but Joe Biden's not in charge of the Supreme Court.
No, but doesn't he, if it passes through legislation and stuff, doesn't he have to sign off with that?
There wasn't something that passed through legislation. So the reason why it got shut down by Supreme Court because they were building through indigenous lands, and so there was a court case about it, of course, and so they ruled that they couldn't continue building it, at least in that specific way they couldn't. So it got shut down because of that, and Joe Biden simply just pulled the permit because the howdy partner, just because the Supreme Court ruled that. But again, it wasn't even finished to begin with, so the XL pipeline has nothing to do with gas prices.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just know, thinking back to when Joe Biden was in office, between my health care and stuff like that, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, I did appreciate
What did
what
Biden
he
do for
did as
healthcare?
president.
What did Biden?
I mean,
you're saying he raised your healthcare?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying talking to my parents and some of my professors, they said that. I gotta go find all this stuff.
Okay.
You sent me a bunch of emails a while back.
Yeah, sure. Guys, if
Probably
you
probably
if you disagree with the background prompt, hit the guest request button at the bottom. Keep tapping and sharing if you can't send in your armies. Good.
With border policy and stuff like that, I agree with border policy, but how it might be inflicting is a little concerning, especially with how radical it's getting truly. But
Okay.
I don't agree with essentially how they're treated when they're being deported. I mean, I looked at footage from other countries, what they do, and it's pretty scary. They just shoot them, and that was pretty scary to watch. GoPro footage of that stuff and CCTV footage, how other countries deal with illegal people flooding into their country. But I think as the United States, as a first world country, there's definitely ways that we can take care of our border policies and stuff like that without essentially getting as radical as these people have been getting within the last.
Guys, 30,000 likes will move to a new guest. So if you want anyone, tap quicker or two guys
within the last year or so.
Sure.
How do you guys feel about that?
Well, listen, I have no problem with deporting people who are here without the proper documentation, who broke the law coming here. Of course, deport them, right? Put them through, but they have to go through due process, right? That's what the Constitution says. Doesn't matter if you're an American citizen. Doesn't matter if you're not a non-citizen. You get due process, and it's crazy that some people on the right argue that. They can't read the Constitution. It's plain and simple there. So that's fine. It's how they're doing it that's very problematic. Many of them are getting due process. The way that they're treating them by detaining them, I think, is very, very subhuman. at best. So I think there's better ways to do it. And crazy enough, there was still less deportations last year than there was last year under Biden, even with all this shit. There were 685,000 deportations in 2024. There was roughly 600,000 last year. So even all this bullshit that Trump is doing, he still didn't get as much as the previous year.
Yeah, but I mean, also, like, there's other problems with Biden's administration too. Like, you can't technically have a company, be forced to give up your medical information. Like, that's, I mean, and Trump's kind of abusing that with asking for people's documentation. Like, technically, there's due process behind both of those things, but you can't essentially, it's no work for my teacher to know
What do you mean
every
by
one of
asking
my
for-
medical problems, or
What does that have to do with Biden?
well, Biden was forcing, not essentially him, but his administration followed through the CDC and all the guidelines and stuff. That's still, in my eyes, whether it's him directly related or not.
God bless
way
you.
that-
True.
What were the
You're not saying anything that makes any sense, buddy.
What
I want to make sure you understand is that nobody went into anybody's medical records when it came to the pandemic. Okay.
I like how you said that. That was very clever. I like that, man.
Thank you, brother.
Guys, we're looking for ops. 30,000 likes. We're going to go to a
Well-
new guest. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request button at the bottom. Go ahead, man.
I'm not educated enough, honestly, but I feel like
I appreciate you saying that, my friend. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm just still young in it, and I've just been picking up. But I'm kind of just sharing like how I generally feel, because I feel like there's definitely stuff with both sides. But like Joe Biden's I feel like the inflation has gone pretty out of hand. Like
Where is
I
it at
understand
right
what
now,
he was
True?
trying to do with the
True. Wait
what
a
is that when
second.
they get the check back?
Where is inflation right now?
Here we're almost getting ready to surpass an actual dollars amount.
No.
What?
How
From what
much?
it's about to lose its
what-
value.
What is the percentage that inflation is at right now?
I will look it up right here in a second. Hold on.
Brother, what do you do with your time? Are you in school?
No, I work on cell towers.
You work on cell towers.
Yeah.
So how did you get into that? Was it a certificate or was it college? How did that work?
It's like a trade school kind of.
Okay, I appreciate that. So you focused on one thing so that you could get a job that paid you a decent amount of money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you have not done is educate yourself on the things that other folks have when it comes to politics. And so what you have now is a hodgepodge of information that has been dropped on you by people around you, and that's okay. But what you need to do is just take a little while and focus on gathering up all that information and verifying it through sources,
Yeah.
primary sources.
Agreed.
Those primary sources are U.S. government documentation that can verify what you've been told, so that then you can actually have a fully formed opinion.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a fully formed opinion,
Yeah.
and it's okay because you're young,
It's good to learn.
yeah, time is burning for me. And so that's why I'm at the age of 51, and I've been paying attention to politics since I was your
You're
age.
51.
Well,
You sound like you're
I
in
am,
your 30s, dude. Yeah, you sound like you're in your 30s. Official, are you opposition? Did you vote for Trump? Official, the guy on top. Official Dean Evans. All right, I don't think you meant to. Guys,
So,
we don't have anybody. Hold
like-
on, man. One sec. Guys, we don't have anybody in a request box. I can't get to a new guest because we don't have somebody in a request box. We did, but they all left because they got too impatient. So we're gonna stick with this guest. But if you are opposition, you disagree with the prompt, hit the request button at the bottom. Sorry, guys, that's the rule. We can't just go on to nobody. So we'll stick with this guest. All right, man.
So-
Go ahead, Drew.
I get concerned with like news stuff because like it's hard to when with everything that's happened, it's hard to discern like who stands on what side of things or as a newscast. But like looking at numbers here, I just looked this up with like the White House. It's a whitehouse.gov site. This says like Democrats.
Frank.
So
W. Frank, thank you so much. W. Frank in the comments.
they seem to be
Go ahead,
calling a
man.
lot of shots towards. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. I
towards-
didn't cut you off. Go ahead.
Towards Biden's administration. Like it's talking about inflation prices, and it says under Biden, inflation averaged nearly 5% and hit a 9.1% amidst the worst inflation crisis in decades. Now that could have definitely been caused by the economy of other things and the pandemic or plandemic, whatever you want to call it, for everything going on.
We don't want to call it any of that. TikTok,
Plandemic.
it is not a PLANDAMI, all that kind of crap. It is something that occurred in this world, and it was real. No plan, anything.
So, in President Trump's second term, inflation has dropped to an average of 2.7%. The critical first step in reversing the cost of living disaster. In fact, under President Trump.
Great. We know that you can read. So what I want to make sure you understand is that you now have to go and find what the percentage of inflation was before he became president. And so you can then see that it did not come down from 9%. Okay. And so what you're reading now is propaganda from the current administration. And I would call it propaganda from the current administration if it was Biden's administration and it said whitehouse.gov.
Yeah.
What you need to go and do is just look up basic facts that just tell you what the current
Thanks, Dave.
interest rate is. So you are correct. It is at 2.7%. So at 2.7%, what does that mean?
That means that there's an interest on anything. So, like, what are you talking about in terms of, like, a credit card?
No, I'm saying, what does that mean for the economy?
Well, if that means that you're paying more, I would
No,
essentially.
what does that mean for economy though? Is it good or is it bad at 2.7%?
I would say, like, that's not great. We still want that number lower, I feel like, probably.
How much?
I don't know what the ideal number would be.
I
but
appreciate your honesty, sir, and that's the type of person I like to talk to. So what you want to know, what you want to be able to know is, where is it that we hit deflation? Where is it that things are bad that they go lower? And where is it that it's going right now? It's trending up. And the reason it's trending up is because of tariffs. And the tariffs, in some ways, won't affect the overall inflation. You will see those numbers go up slower with the overall inflation, because tariffs affect how much things cost immediately, because the companies have to plan a year ahead. So they have already planned for all of the things that Trump put into place for all these different countries to affect our what we pay at the retail counter, what we pay when we have to pay for our energy at our homes. They already planned ahead on the cost that it would put on them for bringing in certain things. So when you think about that and you see the effect on what you're paying, then you'll be able to say, holy crap, he's screwing me over.
Hey, guests, are you going to do the fake sleeping thing, or are you going to have a conversation? Guys, he's not really sleeping. It's a fake thing. They think it's funny to pretend to sleep on live. This isn't funny. If you want to troll, be funnier. Okay, guys, we're looking for opposition. If you vote for Trump, if you disagree with the context of the background, hit the request button at the bottom. Okay, keep tapping if you can. We'll move on to a new guest as soon as someone requests. All right, go ahead.
So, like, when I'm looking at this stuff, like, between, like, newscastings, because, like, I know, like, news can, like, lean to certain sides.
Buddy, can
try
you
to
please
things.
focus on what I told you? You look at newscasts and then you say, well, is that true? And then you click in a .gov and see if that is true. And so what you were able to do was you went to whitehouse.gov and it said something. But then you have to figure out whether or not the administration is telling you the truth, because there's also a department that they got that information from. So you go to that department and you click, and it'll pop up and go, yep, that's what it is. And then you can say, under Biden, that's what it was. And you can see in 2024 what it was before he became the president, and what it is now after he's the president. So he can't claim to you that somehow he changed things so drastically when it's only a few point, not even a full point. It's a fraction of a point that he changed the inflation rate. And then you look at, like I said, his actual tariffs, and you can look that stuff up that has nothing to do with an article, that has to do with a .gov on how his tariffs are actually affecting the economy.
But so, isn't the point of tariffs to tax like either income or exportating goods and stuff? But incoming. So when it comes in, someone at the port has to pay that. That's someone that's a U.S. citizen has to pay that. And then if it's a foreign company, it's still on our
our land, and so then those things get distributed into our country, and the price of those things get distributed to the people. And so if you say somebody that ordered something from someplace else, when it gets to your door, sometimes the UPS guy has to go, you owe me an extra $100 because of tariffs. And they get the joy of looking somebody in the face and going, yeah, you thought it was this much, but there's $100 tariff on this.
History,
But-
what's up? Hold on, Trip. History, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We'll get to you. Hey, True, I appreciate the conversation, but I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
we
I
had to
wanna
get to
tell you-
them. But I appreciate it.
I
Have a
want
good
to
rest of
tell
your
you
day.
why I hate.
Good.
So I want to tell you why I hate LGBTQIA, specifically the abortion portion of that.
Wait, what? That has nothing to do with LGBT plus.
LGBT, yeah, A stands for abortion, right?
No.
That's a joke. But anyway, you
I
wouldn't
don't think it was
understand
a
that
joke.
because you. Anyway. So why do I hate children?
Well, jokes are supposed to
Because
be
they
funny,
stink.
All right, are you trying to have a real conversation? Like come
No,
on.
why do I hate science? It's hard.
History, can we have a conversation where you're
Women,
gonna act like an
because
idiot? History, act like an adult. Can we have a conversation?
Well,
Like, you're not
have
funny.
Have
Like,
an
you're not
intelligent
funny.
prompt. This is a clown
Oh,
prompt.
great. You're up
This
here.
is a
Let's have a
clown
conversation.
show prompt. I thought this was like an open.
Would you like to have a serious conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just act like an adult, man. Guys, if you voted for Trump, you disagreed with background, hit the request button. All right, so give me something that you feel like Trump is doing good at so far.
What I think he's doing good. I think he's learned from his first presidency, and he's more temperamental. I just think he's a little bit more professional, and you can tell the experience has carried over.
Okay.
Jim, back over to you, Jim.
Like in which way? How has his experience got better? Like,
Doug, I mean.
yeah. So how's it gotten better?
Well, this year you could tell he's back from that torn ACL, and he's ready to play. Back over to you, Doug.
Do you think you're funny? Do you think you're funny?
Do you think you're funny? Why do I hate science, LGBT, women, children, immigrants? Why do I hate them? Do you think you're funny?
All right, you're about to get blocked, so I never have to hear your stupid shit again.
What a fag.
Yep.
What a faggot.
Yeah.
I don't care if I get banned.
Yes, you do. All right, we need real guests. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request button at the bottom. As I always
I'm
say, guys,
sorry.
if you're going to troll, just be funny. Like, he just wasn't funny. Like, I've had a couple funny trolls before where I've, like, legit laughed. Like, he's just stupid. He's probably drunk at 8:30 Eastern time or whatever time. It didn't sound like he was quite sober, but what do I know? Yeah, Bartek, exactly. Like, that guy was the epitome of hate. All he was doing was being hateful. Hope you guys are all having a really good Tuesday morning, by the way. If you've been enjoying the live up until this point, click the red follow button on the top left. Make sure you guys all send in the heart me, though, okay? There's the thing right next to Doug at the top. It's just one coin. Helps put us on the algo. The old algorithm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you guys sub to the tube. I'm currently streaming there. It's Dougielifts, same name as I have here. I doubt we have many people watching though. We got one person watching there. Love it. It's gonna take time to build that up, guys. It's gonna take time to build it up, but please do sub over there, okay? John, come on up. We can talk about the e-files if you want. I'd love to talk about that actually. Mods, make sure you help invite ops if you can, please. Good morning, good morning. How you doing, Fink? You doing okay? Fink? Well, alright. Well, I guess he's gone. There you go, Tally. I appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody going down over the e-files. No one wants to out them because someone knows someone. Possibly. Why you
Democrats.
support the Triple K and Schnazi Democrat? Hey, what's up?
Oh, why you support them then, huh?
Who?
The KKK, the Democrats, and the pedophiles.
Okay, you can't
That's what
say
Democrats
those
do.
words. Okay, I'd love to have this conversation, but just make sure you use TikTok appropriate words. You have to say.
No, you say. See,
It's not my rules. It's not my rules.
Facts.
They're not my rules.
Listen.
Hey, I want to have the conversation. Jesus fucking Christ. I want to have this conversation. You have to abide by TikTok rules. Okay? I'm not trying to get away from the conversation. You have to say P3DOs. If you don't, I will kick you.
Boy, keep supporting them, you pedophile.
Okay, so you're going to get kicked because you can't have a conversation. I'm not the one who voted for Trump. You did. You're the one who supports P3DOs. You guys are always the ones that vote against raising the consent of age for marriage. Every single time a bill comes out in states that they have lower than 18 age for consent of marriage, Republicans notoriously vote against it. And there's many times where they propose bills to lower the consent of marriage. I've never seen Democrats do that. It's always Republicans doing that. And I don't... What do you mean about the Triple K? You really think the Triple K supports the LGBT plus crowd? You really think they support them? They support Democrats. They're pro LGBT. Because you just see the Triple K walking around with rainbow flags the whole time. That's what they're known for, right? Ridiculous. You know their main thing is like pro-life, anti-abortion, right? Like, it's wild that you guys think Triple K supports the Democrats. Like, I couldn't imagine being that ignorant. Hey, what's up, Green?
What's up? I'm good.
How old are you? Before we move forward?
I am 21.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Pardon me?
What's on your mind?
Oh, well, I saw in your prompt here, the main thing is why do you hate MAGA? I'll be honest with you, I'm not American. But however, our country, where I'm from, are suffering from what America is doing. For those who know, Venezuela is right next door to us. I'm from Guyana. Trump randomly just decided one morning to, let's just bomb up the whole country, take their president. Now, I understand on the side of Venezuelans where things are difficult within their
Wait, hold on. What
nation?
What country are you in?
Okay.
What country did you say you're in?
Guyana.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like you're pro-Trump, right? It seems like you
No,
have issues
definitely
with it.
not.
You are against Trump, you said?
Definitely not. Yes.
Okay, I'm only looking for people that are pro-Trump, people that voted for him or do support him. So it sounds like you are against him. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you down, but I appreciate the support and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay. Why do you hate MAGA? Exactly, Tay. Guys, I'm fine having people up who didn't necessarily vote for him but support him. If you're outside of the country, I'm fine having that conversation. But yeah, if you are against him, obviously it's not a debate. Commas save lives, yes. MAGA, pause. Why do you hate? Dems hate America. Most of them don't even know where their children are. That's a really odd comment. That's like a very, very interesting and odd comment. Where do you guys come up with these things? Like, it's almost like you guys are like, on the iPhone when you're texting, how there's like words that they suggest. There's those 3 words above the keyboard. It's almost like half of you people on the right just press those words and just come up with a random sentence. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like it just doesn't make sense what you're saying. I suggest education. Mine are at school. Well, that's good. I think that's a good thing. If you're outside protesting, you're not with your kids. Oh no, God forbid a parent is not with a kid for 2 seconds. You guys don't give a shit about that. You guys don't give a shit if people on the right go to January 6th and they weren't with their kids. Like, the double standard is fucking wild. Need more deportations? Okay. Have at it. Hey guys, again, if you disagree with the prompt up there, hit the request button at the bottom. And what's up, Paige? How you doing? I agree with you, Dunn. And we can talk about the situation that happened in Minnesota. I know that's still a big thing that we're talking about. I'm happy to have that conversation if you think it was justified what happened to her. So if you want to come up and talk about that, we can as well. I'm glad to see that finally we're having a decent live. Me being on TikTok Studio, I was getting a little frustrated by it, so I'm glad we're sort of in a good spot right now. Fingers crossed, of course. Hey guys, it's been weeks since they had to release the e-files. Legally, they were supposed to release it. It's been weeks. They released 1% of them. Is anybody on the right angry about that? Anybody? Is there a single person on the right who voted for Trump who is angry that they still have not released 99% of the e-files and legally they were supposed to? Does that bother anyone on the right? I know people on the left do, so you don't have to say me, although I'm sure you guys will. But I'm looking for people on the right who are not bothered by that. I'm just saying, the 1% of the e-files that we did get were pretty goddamn bad. Imagine what they're hiding. Like, seriously, imagine what they're hiding. If the 1% of it was Trump being involved with a teenager who they had to throw the baby overboard into Lake Michigan, Trump being involved in numerous rapes of minors, and that's the stuff that was just released, the 1%. Hey, Lindsay, thank you so much for the 10 on Venmo. It says, I said, hey, Doug, with a heart and a wave too many times in the comments, so now I'm being a weirdo and paying for your attention. Lindsay, thank you. I did see the comment. I didn't know if it was like a spam, because sometimes spam people come into the comments, but thank you so much, Lindsay. W Lindsay in the comments, that's spelled Lindsey, not AY. Thank you. You do now have my attention, Lindsay. Serena, I saw you requested. Did you mean to? Eliza, hello. Tasca, I don't think you know what irony means. The irony of asking why a group of people hate while hating that group of people. Well, that's not irony, it's calling out hate. And yes, Lakin, I do have a new setup. You're good, Serena. I didn't think you purposely requested. Oh, you're in the shower. Ooh. Probably not a time to come on up. Q, I don't know why you keep asking these things. Like, you should realize what I agree with and what I don't. Unless you're just asking the chat. Yes, it's okay to hate the hateful. We always have to mention the tolerance paradox. We can't tolerate intolerance. It's not a bad thing to hate hateful things. Alright, well, we do have a guest.
How's it going, everyone?
What's up, man? How old are you?
23.
Cool. What's on your mind?
I just think it's a bit ironic that MAGA's being labeled as the hateful ones when they're the ones getting assassinated or assassinated attempts on.
So are you insinuating that people on the left commit more political violence than people on the right?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. Do you know the
And the
Do you
the
know?
hate that I've seen
Okay. You know
online
the data does say
is quite
otherwise.
despicable.
Yeah, the data says otherwise. So there was data done by the FBI and what was it, Department of Homeland Security? I forget what the other who else did it, but roughly 70 to 80% of the political crime done in this century, done in the 21st century, was done by right wing ideology.
Did you know Islamic um, attacks are labeled as right wing?
Okay. Okay. I don't know what does that have to do with anything?
The statistics are falsely
Well,
recorded.
they're what?
Falsely recorded Islamic attacks are recorded as right wing
What do you mean Islamic
attacks.
attacks? What do you mean by Islamic attacks? Attacks done on no, no, no. How they record it is if it's done by if there's political motivation. So if I, who am pretty left leaning, happen to attack someone, it's not a political attack unless I do it in the name of my ideology or if I do it for political reasons. That's how it's recorded. So if there's attack done on someone who's Islamic and it's just a random crime, that doesn't count.
No.
Yes.
Say is an Islamic. The Islamic are the perpetrators,
What?
not the victims. It is recorded as right wing
Why do you keep saying that?
because they're not MAGA. They're not right wing.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All I'm saying is in the 21st century, the political violence that has occurred, 70 to 80% of that has been done via right wing ideology. All right, and again, this is according to the FBI and yes, the Department of Homeland Security. So either you're gonna say they're making up information and they're full of leftists, which is gonna be a really ridiculous thing to say, or you have to acknowledge that. Are you gonna acknowledge it?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. So are you gonna acknowledge it? Like what's happening here?
Acknowledge what?
The thing that I said like 5 times.
Well, I know what I've seen online.
Okay, great. Provide me a source.
Let's say
Yeah, provide me
we
a source.
specifically.
Provide me a source.
Oh no, I'm not.
Provide me a source.
I'm talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Great, that's one thing, and that wasn't done by a left-wing person.
No.
Stop. There wasn't done by a left-wing
Don't interrupt
person.
me, please.
There is no data to show that. There's no evidence to show that is the case. God damn it. Oh, yeah, YouTube. That's right. Sorry, guys. Got it on the YouTube. My bad. My bad. Shit happens.